In the quiet sacredness of Kaaba, something unprecedented stirred the skies. A sudden hailstorm, unexpected and awe-inspiring. But was this just a whimsical twist of nature, or a profound message from the heavens? As the hailstones fell, so did a myriad of questions, each echoing the depths of human curiosity and fear. Join us as we unravel the mystery behind this celestial event, where faith, science, and human psychology intertwine. Recently, an extraordinary event unfolded at Cabba, capturing the attention of many around the world. A sudden and unexpected hailstorm descended upon this revered location, traditionally known for its spiritual significance rather than meteorological anomalies. This phenomenon was not just a brief, climatic aberration. It became a spectacle of awe and wonder for the pilgrims present there. The hailstorm, characterized by its sudden onset and intensity, seemed to defy the usual weather patterns of the region. Typically, such natural occurrences in a place as symbolically potent as Cabba prompt a mixture of reactions ranging from scientific curiosity to spiritual introspection. Notably, this event, while dramatic, fortunately, did not result in any human casualties. However, it did disrupt the activities of many pilgrims who were engaging in prayer and contemplation at the time. This leads us to the crux of the matter, a question that has resonated through the ages whenever unusual natural events occur in significant places. Is this natural phenomenon a divine sign? The hailstorm at Cabba isn't just a topic of meteorological interest. It poses a profound question about the intersection of natural events and spiritual interpretations. Throughout history, civilizations have often viewed extraordinary natural phenomena, be it eclipses, comets, or unusual weather patterns, through a divine lens. These events were sometimes seen as omens or messages from a higher power, interpreted according to the cultural and religious context of the times. In the case of Cabba, a site deeply embedded in religious tradition, the sudden hailstorm naturally evokes questions about its possible spiritual meanings. Is this event a mere coincidence, a random act of nature with no deeper significance? Or is it, as some believe, a sign from a higher power, a message meant to be deciphered and understood by those who witness it? This question not only stirs curiosity, but also invites a deeper exploration into how we understand and interpret the unusual confluences of nature and spirituality. The recent hailstorm at Cabba prompts us to delve into historical and religious texts to seek parallels and understandings. Notably, the Bible references hailstorms in several contexts, often imbued with deep symbolic meaning. In these scriptures, hail often appears as a powerful sign from God used to convey divine messages or enact judgment. One of the most prominent mentions of hail in the Bible is in the book of Exodus. Here, a hailstorm is used as one of the plagues inflicted upon Egypt by God, as a sign of his power and a punishment for the Pharaoh's obstinacy. This event is significant not only for its immediate impact, but also for its symbolic representation of divine intervention in human affairs. Another key reference is found in the book of Revelation, where hail is mentioned in the context of apocalyptic visions. It is depicted as part of the cataclysmic events that signify the end times, again, underscoring the notion of hail as an instrument of divine judgment and a harbinger of significant change. In relation to the hailstorm at Cabba, it is interesting to explore the significance of the Ark of the Covenant, a critical item in biblical history. The Ark, according to various religious texts, represented God's presence and favor. Historically, it was central to the worship practices of the Israelites and contained sacred items like the tablets of the Ten Commandments, the Ark's disappearance and subsequent reappearance. In religious narratives have always been surrounded by mystery and speculation. Its association with divine phenomena, including events like hailstorms, thunder, and lightning, adds layers of interpretation to the recent event at Cabba. Could the appearance of hail in this context be interpreted as a symbolic return of the ark, or a reminder of God's enduring presence and power? These historical and religious narratives provide a backdrop against which the Kaaba hailstorm can be analyzed. They invite us to consider whether such events are mere coincidences or carry deeper spiritual meanings. The parallels between ancient texts and contemporary occurrences challenge us to reflect on the continuous relevance of these stories in our current understanding of natural phenomena. The hailstorm at Cabba, set against the backdrop of its religious significance, has elicited a variety of interpretations. Some view it as a divine sign, a message from God, while others consider it a natural phenomenon with no spiritual implications. This divergence in views reflects the broader human endeavor to find meaning in extraordinary events. In linking the hailstorm to biblical references, we find a rich tapestry of symbolism and prophecy. The hailstorms mentioned in the book of Exodus and Revelation are seen as acts of divine intervention, whether as a form of punishment, a test of faith, or a precursor to significant change. In contemporary times, such events can be perceived as reminders of these ancient narratives, sparking discussions about the relevance of biblical prophecies in today's world. The notion of the Ark of the Covenant, as discussed earlier, adds another layer to this interpretation. Its historical and spiritual significance, coupled with its mysterious disappearance, renders the Kaaba hailstorm a potential symbolic event, echoing themes of divine presence and judgment. Beyond religious and historical interpretations, the hailstorm's impact on the psyche and social dynamics of those who witnessed it or learned about it is significant. Such events can reinforce faith, provoke fear, or inspire a deeper search for meaning. They often lead to communal discussions, bringing people together in their quest for understanding, while also highlighting the diverse ways in which humans relate to the divine. In the modern era, our understanding of natural phenomena like hailstorms has been significantly enhanced by scientific advancements. Meteorologists can explain how such events occur, attributing them to specific atmospheric conditions rather than supernatural causes. This scientific perspective offers a rational explanation for events that were once solely interpreted through the lens of spirituality or divine intervention. Despite the advances in science, the spiritual interpretation of such events remains prevalent, especially in religious communities. The hailstorm at Cabba is a prime example of this dichotomy. While science provides a meteorological explanation, many still seek a deeper spiritual meaning, viewing it as a possible divine sign or message. The continued relevance of faith in interpreting natural events highlights the enduring human quest for meaning beyond the physical world. In an age dominated by technology and science, such incidents remind us of the persistent influence of spirituality and religion in human life. They serve as a bridge between the tangible and the intangible, the scientific and the mystical. For believers, events like the Kaaba hailstorm are not just natural occurrences, but are imbued with spiritual significance. They are seen as opportunities for reflection, repentance, and reconnection with their faith. This perspective underscores the importance of maintaining a balance between scientific understanding and spiritual beliefs in the modern world. The hailstorm at Cabba and events like it have a broader impact on contemporary society. They often spark conversations about the interplay between science and religion and the ways in which we, as a society, interpret and give meaning to natural phenomena. Such events can bring communities together, fostering a sense of shared experience and collective introspection. They also raise important questions about how we respond to the unexpected and unexplainable. In a world that often seeks concrete answers, the allure of mystery and the unknown remains powerful, driving us to explore the depths of both our external environment and our internal beliefs. The exploration of the hailstorm at Kaaba has taken us through a journey that intertwines the historical, spiritual, and modern perspectives. This phenomenon, while explainable through meteorological science, holds a deeper significance for many, resonating with religious and spiritual interpretations. Our examination underscores the complexity of human perception and the multifaceted ways in which we interpret the world around us. Events like the hailstorm at Cabba serve as powerful reminders of the enduring connection between the natural world and human spirituality. They challenge us to look beyond the surface, prompting a deeper exploration of our beliefs, fears, and hopes. In a world increasingly driven by logic and science, such phenomena rekindle the sense of wonder and mystery that has always been a fundamental part of the human experience. Our discussion also highlights the importance of balancing scientific understanding with spiritual insight. Recognizing the value in both perspectives allows for a more holistic view of natural events. While science equips us with knowledge about the how of such occurrences, spirituality offers insights into the why, enriching our understanding with layers of meaning and significance. For many, the hailstorm at Kaaba is a call to introspection, a moment to reflect on personal and collective beliefs. It's an invitation to consider how faith shapes our interpretation of the world and how such events can reinforce or challenge our spiritual views. Whether seen as a divine sign or a natural occurrence, it invites a re-examination of our relationship with the divine and the natural world. So that's all for this video. Hit that subscribe button for more updates.